Hello, welcome to take 6. Yes, take 6 of greasing, stretching and pairing strands, or burnishing and beveling, take your pick on the lingo. Here are takes 1 to 4. The belly of the 7-foot bullwhip, our project whip. Here's take 5, the first strand of the belly of the 5-foot bullwhip. Both whips are 8-strand bellies, double taper strands, plaited from the butt, so it's all the same. This time, as you see, I'm wearing my reading glasses, so I won't be peering down my nose like this while pointing the camera up there like that. Okay, drum stuffed leather. It's already greasy, but I like to put lots more grease into it to feed the leather properly. And that will lubricate it. It'll lubricate the knife as it goes through it. It will lubricate the strands as they're being stretched and slicked and pummeled about. Adds a little density and makes the leather stronger. So yes, the first thing to do is slather everything in grease. Not the neat grease, I'm using plaiting soap. I gave you the formula for that earlier on. I prefer the hard work method, which is this! Building up deltoids. Some people wrap it around a hook, like this. Around there a couple of times. This isn't a very smooth hook, so I won't really do this very much. And rub it backwards and forwards like this. Maybe faster, maybe slower, I don't know. I don't use this method. I like to feel the leather. I like to feel what's going on with it. So, back to the other leg. And also, I'm not averse to the exercise, although when you're doing this with the overlay of maybe a 12-foot bullwhip, 20 strands, it gets a little bit like hard work. So you wanna be a boxer, take a whip making, punch, 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 punch. I can also feel any lumps and bumps when I'm doing this. Say I've gone round a corner, round a curve that's too tight really for the strand, and I end up with a little bump. Kind of cut these noses off, usually. But say I've done that, then I can spot that and trim it up. Also, giving it a good heave and tug like that finds out any weak patches before you offer the whole thing up to the whip and have a strand break on you. Although splicing strands back in is part of the deal. Now, as you recall, I cut these to a point and to a square because they're double taper strands, and I cut these as pairs so that instead of lying like that in the whip, they're going to lie like that and cancel out each other's irregularities. Now, since I'm doing that, I want all the bevels to be the same side. Bottom edge, top edge, whichever, but not like a couple of bevels here and none here and a couple more here. So I'm going to hang it all up by all of them up by the pointy end. It'll be different for an English eye. I shall come on to that with the overlay. So hang them up there like that. Oh yeah, giving the whole thing a good scrub like that also smooths up the edges a little bit, making the beveling stage, to my mind, a little easier. Perhaps, where did I put that? There it is. Okay, trad method here, using a little scrap of kangaroo hide to protect my finger. Trusty sharp Mora knife. So I bring my fingers down to touch each other and my thumbs down to touch each other like so, so that the knife blade can be moved around under control and without any jerkiness. I want to cut down, get the strand moving, bring the edge down onto it, cut it 45 degrees so that the blade emerges at the edge of the flesh side. I do hope I am pointing this in the right direction. You will find that you'll end up walking or running at whichever speed suits you best. Now I am beveling the opposite corners because, taking after David Morgan's advice, I find that round plats of 6 and up lay in better that way. Were it a 4 plat or a section of under 1 over 1 or the perfect pineapple knot that I have on some of my work, it would be the flesh corners only, because that works best. As you see, it's all getting a bit snarled up with stuff and I can't really see what I'm doing, so to some extent I'm doing this by braille. Alright, here we go, and where are we down to? Not used to doing this with a camera on my head. If you can learn to do this ambidextrously, so much the better, because sometimes you might want to trim work off when it's on the whip and use your left hand. Sometimes the bevels might just go that way. Right, there we have it, one prepared strand. Hang it up next to the other one. And I'll do the next bit as a separate video. Thank you. Bye for now.